Welcome back YouTube with another video. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and support the family and the business. But today we got a little different video today for y'all. This is for the women, strictly for the women. So you want to know if he's the one for you. You want to know if he's genuine, not fake like the rest of the niggas that you dealt with. You don't want to feel dumb fucking with a nigga that you really want to fuck with. So I'm going to tell you 5 ways to see if he's really genuine and if he's the one for you. Number 1. Does he genuinely want to have a conversation with you? There's plenty of people who could be on the phone and try to have a conversation with you and stuff like that. That don't necessarily mean they genuinely want a conversation with you. You have to see if the man genuinely want a conversation with you. Say, so you're on the phone. He says, how's your day? Y'all get that out the way. He texts you. Or does he get mad because you don't talk back? Because there's a difference, because a lot of men don't have substance in their conversation and they need a woman to piggyback off of it. But this is not even about that. This is about the fact that if he really wanted you, he would make a conversation no matter what. And you'll see that for yourself. Half of y'all know. You'll see that for yourself. So does he genuinely want to have a conversation with you? Does he genuinely, ask you, how are you doing? Or is it just another part of the routine just to get somewhere in the pussy, just to get somewhere in your pants? So you have to see if he genuinely wants a conversation with you and make sure that he wants a conversation with you. Conversate back. Test him. You have to test a man. So number 1, just make sure he genuinely wants to talk to you and he's not trying to get in your pants. That's the best advice I could give y'all. That's the best advice. A lot of men are fake, and that's just the way it is. They want one thing and they want one thing only if it's on their mind, especially if you look good. So just make sure he genuinely wants a conversation with y'all. Number 2, do he listen to you? Now, this is where it comes to, if a man could do it, he would. Do he listen to you when you talk? Whatever conversation y'all having, or if you say you never went on a date before, does he listen to that? Does he ask you out on a date after you say that? Does he listen to that and be like, okay, yo, then let's go on a date. I'll take you on a real date. We could go, we'll do, not the movies, because the movies is not a real date. You can't actually talk and genuinely have a conversation. So, but y'all have to let a man know what you want. That's the only way you can tell if a man is genuinely for you and for you only. You have to tell him what you want. You have to tell him how you do it and how you don't play. Because if you don't set your boundaries, he's going to play with you and you're going to go in your head going crazy and wonder if he really messes with you, if he fucks with you, or if, he really wants to deal with you. Why don't no man want you? So make sure he genuinely, this is all genuine, listens to what you say and do what you say. Number 3, sex is not mentioned all the time. If he mentions sex all the time, you already know, cut him off. Now, if you think, oh, he's still good, he has an amazing personality, but he mentions sex all the time. There's a difference between mentioning sex and then mentioning sex all the time. Learn him. You have to learn him. So if he talks about sex all the time, talking about getting women all the time, and it's not generally a conversation that y'all having and he just brings it up, then you have to drop him, because sadly, he thinks, too high of himself. If he mentions sex all the time when y'all are on the phone and want to actually have a conversation with each other, then he's not for you. Number 4, is he a gentleman? How is he raised? If you have any problems with him, respecting you or any type of way, and he calls you names and you get into arguments or anything, then you have to drop him, because it's only going to get worse as y'all progress in a relationship or as y'all progress talking. So just make sure he was raised the proper way. He was raised as a gentleman. He opens the door for you. He closes the, he does little stuff. You have to pay attention to and make sure that he does little stuff for you. If he doesn't do little stuff for you, the reason why I'm telling you guys this, the reason why I'm making this video for women, is because a lot of women, you see a man that they like and they talking to him, they see him do like bad stuff, and then they have pros and cons about, oh, well, he does this, but he does this on the bad side. So I feel like if you have like a list of cons, then he's not for you. I'm sorry to tell you, everybody gonna have their list of cons, but if he's really genuine, you're not gonna have a list of cons. Same way for me, if I'm talking to a girl, she's not gonna have a list of cons. You wanna know why? Because the pros is gonna be more than the cons, and I'm genuinely not gonna see anything that she do as bad. I'm gonna see it as good. Like, yo, this girl is different. So you have to see like that he's really, everything is just like not perfect, because there's no such thing as a perfect guy, but everything is genuine. That's what I'm saying. Everything, this video is about, you know, being genuine. You know, he does good things from time to time, but also he does a lot of bad things that you don't like, and it gives you the ick, but you still want to give him a chance. Sorry, don't give him a chance. And I'm letting y'all know, because it's gonna get worse as they progress, because a lot of men don't listen, and they only listen to themselves. We have, well, not me, but like I'll say like in a variety, in a group, we have, you know, done a lot of stupid things and think stupidly or think logically in certain situations. So we can't even, like, you know, think how a female would think how a woman would think. So if you think that he's thinking like, oh, he's gonna change that, he's gonna do this, he's not gonna do it. He's not gonna change it. He's not thinking about it, because it's not one of his priorities. It's not one of his problems, because men don't think about little stuff. And I'm not doing this to, you know, talk bad on women. It's just women stress a lot, and women think about little things. Like, say I haven't hugged you in a day. You think about that and you're like, why hasn't he hugged me? He usually hugs me every day. Number 5, he doesn't listen to his mans when it comes to you. As a man, you're not supposed to listen to your mans when it comes to your shorty or when it comes to your girl. Now, you can take ideas from them, but if he talking to his mans and his mans is telling him something else in his ear, but he don't come to you about it, then no, I feel like that's wrong. Because it's a lot of things on that end. The same for you. If you're talking to your best friend and she's telling you something, I feel like it's the communication thing where both of y'all come to an agreement and talk to each other and see. His man's just saying, oh nah, she cheating on you, gang, she woo-doo-woo. And you probably not cheating on him, you probably the most genuine girl he's ever messed with. But in his head, he's thinking that you're cheating on him because his man's. If he chooses his bros before you, I don't know, you should drop him. And the reason why I say you should drop him is because no real man for a shorty that he's gonna take seriously. And this is how you see if he's gonna take you seriously. A man would do anything for you if he'll take you seriously. He won't kiss your ass. He'll do anything for you, but he'll still put his foot down at the end of the day. But if he really wants you, he's not gonna listen to his friends. His friends has no say in whatsoever to what he do, how he go, what parties he go to. And if he's still going to parties when he's with you, and the same for you, I feel like as a couple, if y'all really about to talk, if you're talking and y'all about to get serious as a couple, or y'all talking and y'all trying to see if each other's serious, I don't think that anybody should actually go to parties or go see anybody else or smoke with anybody, do anything, because I feel like all y'all need is each other. And I mean that genuinely. All y'all need is each other. So does he listen to his friends and acts differently? If he does that, then you have to drop him, because I feel like he has to really pay attention to you, especially choosing you over his friends. Now, I'm not saying he has to do that when y'all first start talking, but if you guys are talking and it comes to a point where, you know, it comes to a point where, you know, y'all want to take this seriously, and y'all been talking for a couple weeks, some months, and he chooses his friend, oh, I'm about to go out with my mans, then no, sorry to tell you, you have to drop him. That's not a genuine man. He don't actually want you, because he'll do anything for you and take you out on dates. And if you said, let's go out on a date, he'll still pay. That's what a man does. I feel like there's not genuinely what a man does. Everybody is different, but I'm saying if he's genuinely for you, he would do anything for you. He would take care of you and show you and give you knowledge. That's the best thing a man could give a woman, is knowledge, and show her how to do this and show her how to do that. Not just give her money, not just take care of her, but actually genuinely want to tell her, guide her, protect her, and you know, do all the extra stuff that a lot of women want, but a lot of men aren't giving. And if your man isn't giving protection, he isn't guiding you, he isn't trying to genuinely talk to you, he isn't trying to genuinely understand you, he doesn't desire you, he doesn't look at you at a way that, you know, other women, you know, want that type of relationship. He doesn't, you know, talk about you. There's little stuff like that a man won't think about, but a man who really wants you will think about that on a daily. And that's what you have to pay attention to. I'm gonna drop a video about that, about certain things that men think about when they're with a woman or when they're talking to a girl. So I'm gonna drop that video soon. Stay tuned for that. So don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and I'm out. Peace.
If I had $1 for every time these niggas hate, I'd be rich like Jen, yeah. I got rich.